Hello friends. Welcome to Enjoy English Through Stories. In this video, we'll explore the life and work of Mahatma Gandhi. You can read and listen to the story at the same time to help you improve your English. Ready to take your English to the next level? Just relax and enjoy the story at your own pace. Okay, without further delay, let's get into the story. Mahatma Gandhi, Childhood and Early Life. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, in Porbandar, a coastal town in western India. His father was the chief minister of the town, and his mother was deeply religious. She taught young Gandhi about truth, fasting, and nonviolence, values that would guide him throughout his life. As a boy, Gandhi was shy and quiet. He was not a brilliant student, but he worked hard. He was honest and curious. He loved reading stories about truth and heroes. These stories inspired his deep love for justice and morality. At the age of 13, like many boys in India at the time, Gandhi was married in an arranged marriage to a girl named Kasturba. They were both children, and their relationship would grow and evolve over time. Studies in England. At 19, Gandhi traveled to London, England, to study law. It was a big step for a young man who had never left India. In London, Gandhi studied at the Inner Temple and worked hard to become a lawyer. During his time in England, he also learned about different cultures, religions, and lifestyles. He read the Bible, studied Hindu texts, and learned about vegetarianism and nonviolence. These ideas would later become central to his beliefs. He also struggled to fit in. He wore a suit and tried to act British, but he always felt different. Slowly, he began to accept who he was and stayed true to his Indian identity. In 1891, Gandhi returned to India as a qualified lawyer. But when he tried to practice law, he failed. He was too nervous to speak in court. His career in India didn't start well until he got an unexpected opportunity in another country. A new purpose in South Africa. In 1893, Gandhi accepted a job in South Africa. He went there for 1 year, but ended up staying for 21 years. Why? Because South Africa changed his life. Soon after arriving, Gandhi faced racism and injustice. He was thrown off a train because he was Indian, even though he had a first-class ticket. This moment was a turning point. Gandhi realized that discrimination was everywhere, and he had to do something. In South Africa, he began to fight for the rights of Indians using a new method, peaceful protest. He called it satyagraha, which means truth force or soul force. It was a way to resist injustice without violence. He organized protests, gave speeches, and inspired people to stand up without fighting back. He was arrested many times, but he never gave up. By the time Gandhi left South Africa in 1914, he was a well-known leader and activist, a man with a mission. Return to India, the freedom movement. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India, which was still under British rule. The people were poor, the British had all the power, and many Indians were suffering. Gandhi traveled across India to learn about the people. He didn't live like a rich man. He wore simple clothes, made his own cloth, called khadi, and lived in small ashrams or communities. He began leading nonviolent campaigns against British laws, refusing to pay taxes, boycotting British goods, and calling for Swaraj, or self-rule. One of the most famous protests was the Salt March in 1930. The British had made it illegal for Indians to make their own salt. Gandhi walked 240 miles to the sea, where he made salt by hand. Thousands joined him. It was a peaceful act, but powerful. It showed the world that India was ready to stand up. His methods of civil disobedience inspired millions of Indians, from farmers to students to business leaders. He gave them hope, beliefs, and personal life. Gandhi's life was his message. He believed in ahimsa, nonviolence, truth, always telling the truth even when it was hard, self-control, including fasting and simplicity, equality for all people, especially the poor and untouchables, religious tolerance, unity between Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and others. He called the lowest social class Harijans, meaning children of God, and fought for their rights. He also had a complex personal life. He and his wife, Kasturba, had 4 sons. She supported his work, but also challenged him at times. Gandhi often fasted to express his feelings or to protest injustice, sometimes putting his own health at risk. He believed that personal sacrifice was necessary for real change. Independence and tragedy. After decades of struggle, India gained independence in 1947. It was one of Gandhi's greatest dreams come true. But there was also pain. India was divided into 2 countries, India and Pakistan, based on religion. This caused violence between Hindus and Muslims, and hundreds of thousands died. Gandhi was heartbroken. He fasted and prayed for peace. He walked between communities to stop the killing. Some people hated him for trying to bring peace between religions. On January 30, 1948, Gandhi was shot and killed by a man who believed he had betrayed the Hindus. India lost its greatest leader, and the world mourned. Legacy and influence. Today, Gandhi is remembered as a symbol of peace and justice. He showed the world that one person, without an army, without money, without power, can make a difference through love and truth. His philosophy inspired leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. in the fight for civil rights in the U.S., Nelson Mandela in the struggle against apartheid in South Africa, the Dalai Lama in the pursuit of peace in Tibet. Around the world, people study Gandhi's life to learn about nonviolence, moral courage, and leadership. We've just finished the story of Mahatma Gandhi's life and work. Well done. Now, for extra practice, watch the video again with no sound and try reading out loud. This technique is called shadowing, and it's a great way to improve your speaking skills. Also, write down any new words and look them up later. Keep learning and keep growing. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. You guys are awesome. Take care and see you in the next story.